Hello everyone, welcome to Move Well, Live Well. We get a number of people coming here with issues regarding their low back, and what's happening with these folks as they're standing, in particular, as they're standing for a period of time, it could even be as short as a minute or two, and they're already starting to have pain in the low back. And let's face it, what's happening with these folks is what we're finding is they're really tight in the hip flexors. So we do a lot of sitting for long periods of time at a computer, or we're reading or whatever it may be, and these hip flexors, our abdominals even, our rectus abdominis, this gets tight in here, the hip flexors get tight, even the quadriceps up top here. So as they attach, the rectus femoris up in here, these get tight and it pulls the low back into extension. See that? So it pulls the low back into extension. So then when we stand, we try to stand, it goes into further extension like this. And then we can't even stand up straight. We can't even stand up straight because of that pull in the front. So how do we fix that? How do we fix that problem as we're standing for long periods of time, sometimes even short periods of time, a couple minutes or so, and they're having pain in the low back? How do we alleviate that? Well, there is one cue that you can do. It doesn't solve the problem of the tight hip flexors. Please refer to those videos that we've done to help open up the hip flexors. Go to the psoas videos, the rectus abdominis videos to help with hip extension. Those videos are in the playlist for the psoas playlist. So look to those, because this cue will help you when you're in that position of standing for some time and you're having pain in the low back and how to alleviate that. And if you need to continue to stand, but this doesn't solve, it'll help it temporarily, but it doesn't solve the problem of the tight hip flexors. So please refer to those videos to help open up those hip flexors for you. So what do? So when you're standing for any period of time, here I am, I'm standing now for a certain period of time, and I start feeling pain in my low back right here. I can't stand, it's discomfort, it's pain, and what I need to do is just keep that spine neutral, and what I need to do is just dip at the knees. So initiate you see that? Just a slight bend in the knee right there, boom. Just a slight bend in the knee. It's going to alleviate the pressure in the low back. It's going to disengage even the glutes and the hamstrings. And now I can be in this slightly bent knee position and for a longer period of time without pain in my low back. So the cue again, this doesn't solve the problem of the tight hip flexors, because we sit way too long and the hip flexors get tight. So please refer to that playlist for how to open up those hip flexors, so that way you can eliminate back pain altogether and prevent it from going into overextension. And then when you're standing for long periods of time, you can stand straight and allow your skeleton to support your weight rather than your low back having to compensate for the tight hip flexors. But in the meantime, as you're working towards opening up those hip flexors, if you find yourself standing for a certain amount of time and that pain in the low back comes around, you can do that cue. So just cue the knees. Here we go. I'm just going to cue the knees, and you see that? And then just a slight bend in the knees. Boom. Just like that. You're not bending all the way or anything like that. You're just a slight, this is extension of the knees, knee extension all the way. And then if you want to alleviate the pain in the low back, what you do is, boom. Just a slight relaxed knee, if you will. And you can stand here for a longer period of time without that pain in the low back. If you have any questions with this video, please drop them off in the comment section below. We thank you for watching. We appreciate it. If you haven't done already, please subscribe so that way you don't miss any videos coming here in the near future, so that way you can continue to move well and live well. And please share with others so that way they can benefit from these videos as well. Also, if you haven't done so already, hit the thumbs up, give us a like. It lets us know you care. Again, we thank you for watching. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.